Ichi,
Yes.
do you smoke?
No.
Well, I really need to smoke right now. Because after watching 4 episodes of, 2 episodes of Kamen Rider Saber, and especially after the last 2 episodes of Machine Sentai Kiramager, I feel like I just got fucked.
Whoa.
Are
Okay.
you allowed to say that in the first 30 seconds of the video?
Whatever. We'll get it. We'll be fine.
I don't.
Cue the roll
Cue
call.
the roll call.
We are live!
Loading.
Tempered Zeal! Bluecaster, Super Ichi!
Loud and impulsive. Greycaster. Late.
Illuminating the Tokuverse. Goldcaster Garza.
A spark of courage, the power of dreams. Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world! Radio Sentai Castranger!
Welcome to episode 328 of Radio Sentai Castranger.
Blazy-kun Pokemon Desu.
This never ends.
Is it a
Episode
bear?
bear.
Yeah.
Episode Dancing Bear.
Someone, Pokemon of the Week.
Pokemans.
No?
I got it.
See, because we're all scattered now. It's confused Blaze, so I had to leave.
We're all in disarray. Anyway, while someone figures it out.
I got it. It's this guy.
It's not Stantler.
No, it's a crab guy.
Corfish?
No.
No.
Flygon evolution.
Oh,
Vibrava?
No, the first one.
No.
Trapinch.
Yeah,
Trapinch.
Trapinch, and then Vibrava comes
Trapinch.
out.
There we go. It's episode
I thought-
Trapinch.
I thought last time was episode Trapinch.
I don't know.
Was it? I don't know.
no.
Do I have to look this up myself? Pokemon 328 is Trapinch.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Alright. Cool. So, apologies for that. If you're listening to us for the first time, thank you for tuning in. We are a bunch of idiots who don't know Pokemon who gather every week to talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and a third thing. But today is special because we took last week off because Lane and I both moved. This is a double episode special, meaning we are talking about Kamen Rider Saber episode 20 and 21. And for Mashin Sentai Kiramager, we are talking about episodes 41 and 42. This is what we call a double episode special.
And I swear to
Dogs?
I swear to crap,
It's okay, you can say shit.
if I have to tell someone how many episodes Kiramager has, I'm gonna blow gasket.
Hey Gar, how many episodes of Kiramager are left?
Gar, how many episodes are left?
You baited it. You knew.
Because it's like, oh, how many episodes
There's
are left?
60, right?
I wish there were 60.
Yeah.
That way we would have a 20 episode finale.
That would be interesting.
I mean, it's getting up to the finale, and it's pretty. Whoo,
We're
boy.
in the finale.
Oh, we're in the end game now.
But
But
Yeah.
before we start our discussion, don't forget to use our Skip the Dishes code to get $5 off your first order. Hashtag Feed the Cast Rangers and feed yourself at the same time.
Yeah.
Alright.
That.
Well, let's get into Saber.
I made myself tiny. I'm
Tiny
tiny,
Tassel!
Yeah, Tassel is small.
I saw that. I was like, what the fuck? And then I kept hearing him as tiny, and I was like, oh, is he still tiny?
I love just the joke of we don't know how and we don't know why. He's just tiny.
So I got the faces of the week for both episodes.
I know what the second one has to be.
I got
right?
this. I got this sweet Yuri picture. He just looks so engrossed on that bike.
What is this
I
invention?
want to know what the sign says.
It
Is
says-
for yours?
And then
It says no dumping, according to the line that we saw.
No dump.
And then I just saw this really serious face of Daisenji, and I was like, well, I have to take that.
That's a good
Yuri
Don't
on
know
bike.
anything.
Yeah, Yuri on bike.
That's good.
But just what has this show evolved into? Or sorry, devolved into.
No, Yuri continues to be a treat and a loving boy, and I love him.
I'm just really, as of these 2 episodes, I'm really getting sick of the, hey, look at what modern technology he's discovered this week.
Well, yeah, it's adorable. Like, the man's been sealed away for 1,000 years. He doesn't know.
Yeah, but it doesn't add anything to the plot. We could be doing more stuff with the plot.
But the highlight of this episode for me was just so much, just how out of it, zoned out Yuri was, that fucking May had to, like, henshin for.
No,
Yeah, she just plugged the sword in, plugged the book in, and just...
You, say henshin! Henshin. Alright.
that was funny.
Also,
That killed me.
I noticed in this episode is that they still haven't paid the light bill in the northern base, but the Megiddo have paid their light bill this week. So
Yeah.
they have their lights back.
Oh, you know what should have been the face of the week? The face that clearly establishes that Ren's actor cannot act! Jesus Christ, this man cannot emote!
Oh, but, like, what was he going for in that scene? Because like he's up on the Toei head
On the roof.
on the Toei roof there, and like what's her name?
Reika comes up and goes, hey, your friend still has your dead friend's sword, you should get it!
You should go get it.
Like I don't remember what he said.
He was like, you don't need to tell me that!
Yeah, like you don't need to tell me
And
that.
he makes a face that looks like he's fucking constipated.
But like, what emotion was he going for? Was
Holding back shit!
Was he going
What
for
I loved-
angry? Was he going for sad? Like, what was he going for?
My favorite, though, my absolute favorite, though, was freaking Rintaro just coming up to Toma being like, Toma, I can help you. Okay, well, you know, I still got to find out about that trainer in the organization. You just see Rintaro's face drop to, like,
You shouldn't have
still
said
on
that. You
What is
shouldn't
it that
have,
Jim
Really?
Carrey's face?
you shouldn't have said the O word, Toma. You set him off.
There's the
We
first.
almost had our boy back.
Stop dissing my... Yeah, so, like, surprisingly, Daishinji was, like, the first one to be like, nah, I'm joining you.
Well, yeah, because him and Buster
I
were only
believe.
doing it because they were under orders, so they're the most logical thinking ones over the course of these episodes.
Okay, you know the face that's currently in the Discord right now.
Uh-huh.
When you send the girl you like a very nerve-wracking text message.
When you send her a dick pic and she reacts with a laugh emote.
Oh no.
When you see your text messages from last night. When
Like,
you see
Ren-
when you see how much you paid in takeout.
It's a
Ren,
good
you're
reaction.
Ren, you're a strong rider, a good warrior, but God, stop being this like childish. It's annoying.
Yeah.
But Kento's dead.
Kento's been dead for 2 months now. Get over it.
Yeah.
He has Ikasuchi's sword. I want it.
You know who I feel really bad for
Not
in
making fun of
episode
that.
20?
He has a lot of grief and he doesn't know how to process it.
That's true.
It's because he has the emotional development of a 12-year-old.
Just imagine if Ethan just
Yeah, no, Decker.
Yeah,
that's exactly
she
what I was
got
going to say.
She got exploded. They got like really injured, and then the last episode, the joke of the end of the episode is Yuri can heal them instantly.
I'll get
Like,
to that. I'll get to that in a sec, but I wanted to say I
Sorry.
feel really fucking bad for May this week because all she did was try to keep Yuri in line. She had to slap his own driver on him. She gets nearly murdered by this explosion. Then while she's in a cast, she solves the fucking mystery of what the Osama Megiddo is doing, tells them about it, and they just ditch her without even saying thank you. You assholes!
No, and the worst part was they left her after the explosion.
Yeah! They completely ditched her!
Yeah, so this episode I'm just like, yo, May, I feel bad for her.
Right?
She was really competent and useful, and you guys just fucking left her behind. That's so bad.
There was the scene with the escalators.
Yeah, like I said,
God.
she's just trying to
Oh,
keep
yeah.
Yuri in line.
No, go to the other down escalator. He's just still going down the up escalator. This is really inconvenient.
Also, didn't you say that was the escalator from Bioman?
Yes, that was the same location where in Bioman they used escalators to go up Bio Dragon into Bio Robo.
Cool.
Oh.
One other reference that I thought was funny was when they fought the Osama Megiddo. At one point he goes, Shishin Pui Pui! And I'm like, haha, the spell from Wizard.
Also, whoever the fuck did the sound mixing for this episode,
It
fire
was
them!
pretty good. I love Yuri's faces there.
Yeah, he's just
Oh.
like,
I'm not gonna.
I think she hit the dick with that.
I
I
want to
can't
know.
tell if he's enjoying that or if he's in pain. Like, I can't tell.
Maybe
There
both.
has to be a compilation out there where like writers like henshin with the assistance of other people, because like
Someone just throwing their belt
I know
on.
Hina and Oz did it to Eiji when he was kind of like not like under the influence of something.
And let's
They had
also
to, like henshin for him.
and let's not forget Brave's first henshin, nurse assisted.
The
Yep.
belt. Don't look at his dick. Don't look at his dick. Don't look at his dick.
Shit. One thing I thought was cool this episode is we get a henshin sequence of Toma going Crimson Dragon and Psycho henshining at the same time, and then the dragon grabs the sword and brings it over to him. That was cool.
That was
Okay.
that. Yeah, that was really cool. I think I wrote that down.
The skips are fucking amazing. Thank
yeah.
you, Decker. Keep them coming.
I think they're all 60 FPS as well.
Yeah.
Also, the monster having that cool crown attack.
Oh yeah.
That was cool. I just hated the sound mixing of every time he hit the cars. Oh.
I was watching Saber at like 8 o'clock in the morning this morning, and like I didn't have headphones on at first, so like I had it on like pretty high volume, and I just heard that kept going off, and I was like, okay, headphones going on.
So the stuff
Also,
that
yeah.
I watched also translated the one transformation phrase as simply put, he's damn strong.
Oh yeah, the Dragon Ignite phrase.
So
Yeah.
that's also a thing as well. When he's riding the bike in that scene, you hear him crash, and then you hear
You hear a cat.
you hear a cat scream and like attack him. I'm like, was that really necessary?
Probably not.
Do you know that in most universes outside of our own, anytime someone goes off screen or rummages in a closet or something, there has to be a cat there.
Oh god, this last gif of May handling Yuri's blade.
Put
Oh, no,
Brazzers
she looks-
logo up in the corner there.
Ooh, it got bigger!
I also I hope this isn't too shallow, but I really, really liked May's outfit in this episode.
Oh yeah. she's-
I don't like those two little weird hair tie
Yeah,
things
I
she
don't
has on her
understand
head.
what's with her antenna hair,
she's-
but I really
she's
like
trying,
the like
she's trying to do Chun-Li.
the shoes and
I'm-
the skirt.
I'm going to admit though, ever since Yuri showed up, May's actually been very enjoyable, and I've been loving her immensely now.
Because she
So, like,
found, 'cause she
I'm on
found
board
a
with
new
May.
love.
I love I love
Yeah.
Jerry. I sent a disturbance in the May. It's like a disturbance in the Mimi.
Maybe he's got a plan.
Not the joke I was making,
Mimi's
but alright.
got a plan.
Okay. I don't know.
Digimon Abridged. I sent a disturbance in the Mimi.
Alright, right.
Yeah, and Saber uses Slash's like fucking defense slash move. That was pretty cool, and it was actually really inspiring to hear him talk about like, I may be hurt, but now that I know that pain, I understand the pain, and I want to defend everyone so I can free them from that pain.
That's empathy.
That was a nice speech.
Being hurt or sad is what should teach you to combat other people's hurt or sadness.
I don't remember if this was in an episode 20 or 21, but like finding out that Dai Shinji is like the descendant of the guy who made the fucking swords.
Oh, yeah, that
is,
was
like,
in 21.
fucking- yeah, that's fucking dope.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
I'll get into that. I also like that they.
Flashbacks.
I love that they used fucking Unreal Engine game physics to blow up the fucking castle made of bricks.
Yep.
Yeah, where did he get the bricks from after he was using cars for all that time?
They just went to like a yard where all these bricks were just sitting around.
Now I'm just wondering if when they beat like the Megiddo, did the cars all teleport back where they went?
Oh no! Everyone's car insurance is just freaking.
I would like to assume
you-
so, but it's funnier to think it didn't.
Just everyone's you see on the paper, Japanese citizens struggle to get their cars down out of a giant pyramid.
And there's like already new cars parked in like where those original cars were, so they just show up and they crush the other fucking cars that's there.
Or they're like fused together like in the Cloverfield.
I just like to imagine that the reason he was piling up all those cars is because his secret dream was to be a used car salesman.
Oh yeah, because he's the king of cars.
The king of deals!
Yeah, the king of deals.
That's kind of amazing.
Oh man.
You got car insurance?
So yeah, that shot of them like sitting in the store at the end of the episode. Tell me you didn't hear the Song of Storms. It sounded so much like the Song of Storms.
I didn't notice it.
I wish I knew because I'm not like I've only played like 2
Watch that last shot of them sitting in the store, like where they're all wrapped up in bandages, and listen to the music in that scene, and then go listen to the Song of Storms from Zelda: Ocarina of Time. It's so similar. And then that's when Yuri decides to pull out his new bullshit power of the week.
Healing.
He fucking heals their injuries.
So now I'm just wondering, like, if Yuri could change the world by healing people's injuries, but
This man literally has a new bullshit power every week since he's shown up.
He's super.
he really,
And
he's
I continue
becoming
to
more
love.
and more
I continue to love him
Jesus.
even more.
He's becoming more and more Jesus.
I'm getting sick of it.
No, I picked the right character to like in this show. I was patient. I waited.
Yeah.
I picked the right one. I love Yuri.
Alright, so that was episode 20, and episode 21 starts with Yuri visiting Tassel again, and here's where we find out that those Wonderworld story ride books are apparently canon.
Gotta sell those merch.
Went to Tassel. Yo, bitch, give me my humanity back.
They're all in Tassel's container of books.
Yeah.
And
It
he's
won't be a
lost.
Thor anymore.
So yeah, it's not really very clearly said, but it makes it seem like he's turned himself back into a human again. So are we never ever gonna see him go into his first chapter form, like just the sword again?
Oh no, they'll probably keep that form around for a bit longer, and then we'll stop seeing it.
Yeah. So this is the one where Daishinji remembers his family, like his mentor or like father or grandfather or something, and they talk about the legend of the Seiken, and meanwhile Toma's
you
reading
see
the
the
history at the same
drawing.
time. And they have
drawing of all the people.
Yeah, they have some really nice art put together of like the illustrations of the original war for the Book of All Knowledge, and they talk about how Kogoken and Kuriyami were the original two swords that fought evil. They don't say where they came from because they mention that Kainken Rekka was the first man-made Seiken based on the original two swords. So it seems like Kogoken and Kuriyami came from somewhere else.
That's interesting.
Maybe they were forged in Wonderworld. You know what I mean? I feel like it feels like there's still more to that original story that we don't have yet.
Which is fine. It leaves more mystery into the world building.
Yeah, I like it.
World building that'll probably never get answered because
I feel like we'll get the stories filled in eventually. We are not even halfway through the show. But yeah, so we find out that a lot of other people have been disappearing, both through the news stories and in seeing the Megiddo's huge pile of completed altar books. So hooray! Lots of people have died, and no one's done anything about it!
That's the thing. When they said that they actually lost their lives, I was shocked. I can't believe that they actually lost their lives.
Like, what the hell is going on with May's book? May's book is supposed to tell them when Megiddo attacked.
You got this like montage of like Toma and May like beating all like the like family members of the victims, and it's just like holy shit.
I thought they were just disappearing. They were gonna come back.
No,
but they're dead.
They're books.
That's really upsetting.
May needs to change the batteries in that book.
Oh, I forgot to mention episode 20. I thought it was really fucking funny when Ren just like tossed his fucking swords away. That was so
Oh yeah,
funny.
the other thing I didn't mention in episode 20, there was this really crazy fucking battle royale between Saber, Kenzan, Legiel, Disaster, and the Osama Megiddo. It's just like everyone's fighting everyone.
Yeah, Toma's like,
Everybody
go
is
after
infighting
Legiel, and he's
him.
like, fuck you.
I'm a bit sick of the infighting, to be honest.
Yeah, it's getting annoying, but at least as of this episode, we're starting to get party members back.
Yeah, I'm hoping that that's going to be a one-an-episode thing until we have the whole group.
Yeah, that seems like where we're going.
It was really cool too when like Shinji looks at freaking Buster and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna join with Toma, and he's just like, yeah, man, no, all good. You do you. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We're all adults here.
So yeah, the victim of the week is one of the members of this twin set of like competitive food eaters, and Storius Kabe dons her as he shoves the book into her gut.
Yep.
What?
And then she turns into a skeleton man who fused with a bunch of other
Yeah,
Megiddos.
And the fucking baby noise that's coming out of that thing is just disturbing.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
it
has
wasn't
the
just
power
me.
to summon a
Oh
one of
my
the-
god.
yeah. So
one
what
of the
the
worms from Tremors out of it.
what
and-
Storius does is, as this Megiddo is being formed, they shove in Golem and Salamander, both Megiddo with regenerative type powers, which gives it the ability to like shoot out hands and turn invisible and respawn itself.
I could have sworn there was one more as well.
Yeah, Goblin, because
Yeah.
there were multiples of them. So yeah, this is the Charybdis Megiddo, I believe. And let's get this joke out of the way. Charybdis nuts.
What's it based
No,
on?
you're the only one thinking it, bro.
I'm sure I was not.
But
Yeah,
it
but
was making weird cooing noises.
yeah, like baby
Oh.
crying noises. Let me look up the name.
Graboids,
Like it
that's what they're called. The worms from
like it-
Tremors.
Charybdis,
Like it reminded me. Sorry, go
Charybdis was a sea monster in Greek mythology. It was later rationalized as a whirlpool. Not a lot.
So it's like a
Ugh, but
bottomless pit.
I guess.
Still, like, it's probably the second most disturbing thing I've heard in Kamen Rider, because the first one was from fucking Double with that goddamn doll.
Yeah, not only
That-
does it make creepy sounds, but it's got the power of Vor.
Oh god.
I hate it.
So when Psycho fucking killed that thing, I was like, thank God. No.
Let me
get
just
away
say
from
my
me.
overall opinion of this episode was amazing until Psycho showed up at the end.
No, okay. So I remember you complaining that like, oh, like it interrupted the Daishinji like thing with Toma and Slash. I'm like, no, it didn't, because it
was a
finished the scene.
it was a very mature and emotionally forward-moving episode where Saber learns to not depend on his gimmick so much, and Slash learns that maybe Toma is someone of importance, and they have this really meaningful sword fight where he learns to trust Toma.
And
And-
the effects on Rekka were so cool, where it wasn't just on fire; it was like had like an aura of sparks around it.
And then Saber just gets eaten and Psycho steps in and steals the fucking show. It literally feels to me like this was supposed to be... So Psycho wasn't even supposed to get his form this episode, but they pushed that plot into this episode to sell the toy.
I getcha, but I feel like they paced this episode well, and like Psycho being in there, it's like, no, he has to do something. He's the newest writer, so.
It completely undercuts Saber's growth, both as a character and as a swordsman, when he just gets immediately num-nummed by the fucking Vor monster and Psycho has to come in and save him.
Yeah.
It reminds me.
that's-
You know what
that's
it
true.
reminds me of when Mommy got killed in Madoka Magica,
Yeah.
even though she was the most experienced.
But yeah, X Sword, man, it's so.
Oh,
I
okay.
really like it. I'm sorry.
I like
love
the
color,
sounds.
The comic
I
effects.
like the song. I like the chime. But Jesus Christ, why is it so many colors?
Because it's a comic book.
It's a comic.
I even like the eyes on the helmet have like that kind of cool comic effect on them. Like
I'm
that's really
fine
cool.
with the dot effect, because yes, it's a comic, but like it didn't have to be pink and purple too.
Oh, those are comic colors.
Oh,
Well, like for like old school ones.
no. You're looking for what media thinks of comics.
and I really don't like the point sticking out of the side of the helmet. I think it could have looked cool and looked similar to Blade if it didn't have those.
It's supposed to be a star.
I know what it is.
Sword of light.
I know what it is. That doesn't excuse it.
He's Taka Nuva, Toa of Light.
Yeah. No, I'm all down for X Sword, man. It's great. That like everything Psycho's been about is just impressed me. So.
Yeah, so we get to see his normal X-Swordman form, which is called Colorful, and his Episode 2 sub-form, Psycho Powerful, where the head and all the color panels go onto the arm. And next week we'll get to see the Wonderful form, where it goes onto the leg.
Oh, so we can see his rider kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we see that Rekka is, like... I actually really liked how the early show was about, like, oh, Toma's, because he's such a novelist, he knows about books, so he knows how to channel the power of the Wonder Ride books in creative ways. And now that's been turned on its head, where he's actually has to...
They say you use your gimmick too much, you need to learn how to use the sword.
Actually fight me for real and stop depending on the gimmicks for once. And Toma learns to improve as a swordsman, and I think that's a really good point of growth for him.
Oh, absolutely.
But of course, even though Psycho debuts his new form and slashes Charybdis because it's made of regenerative Megiddo, it's not all the way dead, as we see in the post-credits.
There didn't need to be a post-credit scene. It could have just been the final shot of the episode. Dead ending.
It was to trick you! You specifically!
Well, they did that in Kiramager this week, too.
Oh, yeah. They did in Kiramager this week, too!
What are they doing in Kiramager?
Important plot points in
I survived! It was during credits, but you know what I'm
I need you
saying.
to do something.
Alright, anyways, next week's episode of Saber... Oh, hey, look, we remembered that Buster's kid exists.
Yep.
He's not watching Netflix.
Yeah. So this will probably be the episode where Buster quits the organization and joins Toma. And yeah, this fucking image of Daishinji's been making rounds around the internet.
You're welcome, Internet.
It looks like he's Leisure Suit Larry about to jump in bed with a woman.
No, he's about to jump into a pile of Castranger episodes.
Oh boy.
And you too can dive in at castranger.podbean.com.
Excuse me.
Was that a
Meows.
audible facepalm?
No, that was Garb burping.
Oh.
Okay. Any other closing thoughts on Saber?
I'm enjoying where it's going, and I love Psycho, and I like how I like everything so far. It's great.
Alright, we're gonna cut this part out while Gar fixes his phone.
For some fucking reason, my phone was just like...
Your headset's blinking. I think you might have disconnected.
Yeah, I had to disconnect and bring up that. And then add voice. Okay. Guys, say something.
Something. Lane.
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
Alright.
For some reason, my phone was just like, hey, you know the thing you've been connected to for like the last hour?
Fuck it.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Punch it. Alright, and we're cutting in. Lane, even though you're halfway across the province, please take us in.
Kiramager.
He's halfway across the province?
I love the enthusiasm.
Well, that's Gar's thing, not mine.
Meows. Meow, 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 meows. Meow.
Oh,
Meow, meow.
oh my god.
Meow, meow, meow.
I
Meow,
am so conflicted about this
Yeah.
episode.
I'm just busting all your balls.
It was somehow a really emotional episode and one of the weirdest ones.
I was not expecting the cat episode to be the one where we get all of this fucking emotional development.
There's a reason. I figured it out,
Uh-huh.
but we'll get into it.
Okay.
So,
Tarantula's in a slump. A creative slump.
Which is interesting because Yodana actually makes a mention, like, or like it was either Yodana or Garza. It's like, oh,
It was
because he
Yodana.
lost because it's like, oh, because he lost a fifth of himself, so he's
No,
not
Garza
at
was
his
the one who
best.
mentioned
No,
that.
but I
was
don't
it
think it
Garza?
is that.
No,
But
it's
it's neat that they brought
it-
it. It's neat that they brought it up.
No, you know what it is? the show decided that Tarantula was not just a villain, but an actual fucking character with thoughts and feelings.
He is a creator who is starting to become an Earth otaku.
Earth is so full of many interesting things and ideas, and I just want the freedom to do what I do.
I like how Yodana said it's not important to find things interesting. Like, what? Does that even make sense?
And meanwhile, at the same time, we're getting this little sequence with the Kiramagers where they're talking about their actual hobbies and jobs, and the moral that they come to is when it's not something you do as your job or like something you have to do, you'll do better at it. Which makes it really hilarious when you think about Sayo. So does she just casually perform surgery on people and do it much better when she's not on the clock? She just casually rearranges people's insides, for fun.
Where's my kidney? She just, some guy wakes up at a restaurant. So, I thought we were on a date. Yeah, no, you know what? I was just thinking, you know what?
I just decided to operate.
Kidney surgery, why not?
For funsies.
For funsies.
For laughs.
But then what's Takamichi's hobby then?
Hunting treasure.
Proceeding to fly off into space.
I thought it would be treasure hunting.
Yeah.
I get so.
But maybe he does those geo search game things.
Freaking Tommy over here mentioning esports, and I'm like, oh, that's right, you're a professional gamer.
He's a gamer.
Which I still gotta love it, man. Just when before the show started, he's a gamer. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking hate him. Proceed to be one of my favorite characters.
Proceeds to be best character.
And I'm like, I think it's because they rub it into your face that he is a gamer.
Yeah.
No, Shigeru is still best character, because I love that, when Sayo's a cat, she starts, fucking, nuzzling him, and he's just like,
I am okay with this!
A cat is fine, too.
And then he gets so exhausted trying to, play with Sayo that he's just like, alright, you know what, I'm napping too, fuck this.
Yeah.
No, but the funniest shit
I'm sorry
ever...
for bringing that up, but that was all I could think when he basically said it.
The funniest was, the first time they discover people in, this car accident, and they just pull their hats off and they see cat ears. And then you just see Sayo give the most disgusted reaction I've ever seen out of her. Get this weep trash away from me!
Yeah.
But no, our
girl's not today.
Yeah, our monster of the week is the Maneki Neko Jamen, who just turns people into cat people because cats are lazy and fickle.
And you want to know the craziest
I really
thing of
liked
all?
that it just showed stock footage of cats or the producers' cats.
Yeah.
I went to stock footage of Japanese cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just insert that clip that people put on the Discord of Markiplier's cat video.
And then later on proceeded to fart right in Karensha's face.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
Is that a cat stereotype in Japan?
Cats fart. Yeah.
That seemed completely unnecessary.
Because cats'
cats
farts are the most stinkiest farts ever.
You haven't met my dad.
They're bad.
You never met all 12 of my cats.
Hey, if you got 12 of them, that's your fault.
No, it's not. It's the greatest thing in the world. Because it brings up...
Unless they fart!
No, because it brings up the thing that I want to talk about and why cats was the best idea to turn into animals. Because, okay, so half the team gets turned into cats, which it's Sayo, Senna, and Jewel.
Oh, it got creepy!
Which someone's fetish in the script writing
that
room
it was the two female rangers specifically.
Oh, it got very creepy!
It's someone's fetish.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I think I did write that down that someone was enjoying this too much one.
Yep.
But anyways, that was just the A plot of the episode.
This seems uncomfortable somehow.
There's still the B plot, which the B plot took over this episode.
Oh yeah.
So Jewel ran away with Tarantula, because shiny thing that looks cool. I'm a cat. I want to get it. And Tarantula's just sort of stuck with Jewel.
And then they have a fucking Disney moment where they learn to bond over their creative shared hobby.
They paint a big butterfly.
And here's why they chose cats. Because cats give you the one thing that not a whole lot of pets can. Unconditional love. It's
I
true.
thought cats were like the most conditional of main pets.
No,
Oh,
unconditional.
They said cats are fickle.
No, unconditional love. They will love you no matter what.
Oh yeah, Kelly's cat definitely loves me after trying to almost take my steak off my plate today.
and seven are
Yeah,
chat
like,
and
I
absolute
was-
destruction.
No, I was finishing my steak off, and then Kelly's cat jumps on the table and starts taking like the rest of my fat off my plate, and I was like, "The fuck you doing?"
Amazing.
Oh man.
Look at him
My
sleeping.
cousin's dog once stole a sausage out of my hand.
Look
That's
at him
incredible.
sleeping. Look at him sleeping. on the
I
computer,
couldn't
guys.
even be mad. I was kind of impressed.
Here's the part that confused me. So, like, they have the cats back at the base, and for some reason they just start feeding them fish, and the fish is all blurred out for some reason.
But like, why is it blurred out like the Tomodachi Life meal mess and the one
Because
in
it's
Zelda?
so horrendous, it had to be censored.
But it was just fish.
Or
Wasn't
was
it? Wasn't
Was
it?
I think
Or
so.
was it?
I don't know.
Or was it? I don't know.
Or
I think
was
they're
it?
implying something else.
But I just love it how, like,
Well,
Senna
it's kind of
and
reference to the
Sayo
Great Day thing, because
Yeah.
are just the complete
Oh my God.
180 of their cats. So it's like, you have Senna, who's very aggressive and violent, and then you have Sayo, the one that's, like, very laid back and just, I'm gonna go over there and chill for a bit. Okay?
Also, why were her cat ears white?
Because
know, they
Nurse
match,
Jacket, I don't
except-
fucking... I don't know, Ichi, I wasn't there on set!
Like, everyone else's cat ears that either matched their hair color or were close, but Sayo just had white cat ears. For
They
some
ran
reason.
out of paint.
Maybe Sayo's secretly white-haired and she's been dyeing her hair.
Well,
that
she
is
is a nurse.
that is like
Or doctor.
That's
all
that,
nurses have
that's
white hair.
fucking that's fucking Ritz from Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced level.
Oh yeah.
But so, like, Tarantula starts to actually enjoy his time making art with Jewel.
Yeah.
Which-
They have an art attack.
Basically,
What?
I wasn't even thinking about
They
that.
make,
Oh
they
my
make this
God.
they make this beautiful butterfly picture. It's
Beautiful
nice.
butterfly.
And then Yodana whips the cat Jamin into super mode and he just goes, Nya.
Oh, right, because the cat Jamin himself was also like, alright, that's enough for today. Wait, where are you going?
Napping.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
A nyap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck all the puns.
Yeah, there were a lot of cat puns.
So-
Yeah, Yodana whips it into super mode and it starts to broadcast a signal that makes all the
Starts to
cat
broadcast the signal.
Atten-
I'm
Cats
sorry. I'm
rule.
sorry.
people. Yeah. But yeah, it just goes all fucking meow.
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 I was thinking about that too. The Markiplier video. Am I a cat?
And all the cat people just go fucking nuts.
You do not want to get into a cat fight. See that?
Oh no! If,
No,
if a cat
no,
starts
there's
if a
another
cat
show.
starts hissing at you, get the fuck out of there.
Remember how I mentioned I have 12 cats? There
Yeah.
was one time where it was chaos. To the point
It
where
was-
I
it was-
still have scars.
Would you say that it was a catastrophe?
No, it's not.
Damn it!
No, and how
No.
dare you?
Because it's not.
Was it catastrophic?
No,
And they
guys,
just made that joke!
guys, no more cat puns when it's actually a legit, serious problem.
No more puns!
When the entire house gets wrecked, when they're all, like, getting vicious with each other.
Again, that was the
Why
fault
would they
of
do
whoever
this?
bought 12 cats!
We didn't buy 12 cats. Just so
What
happened
they
there were
do?
cats outside. And my mother had empty nest syndrome, and she's like,
Ugh,
baby.
12 times?
Well, 11 times, and then baby.
One of them was a twofer.
Two of them were, what? Yeah, two of them were twofers.
Okay.
One's named Smokey, the other name's Bandit. Smokey and the Bandit.
Damn it.
Oh, that's adorable, actually.
Damn
So yeah,
it!
not only do we have the Maneki Neko Jamen, but the corresponding Jamenju is the fucking canned cat food Regani!
It was
And
a
it
room
has
monster that was
before
a
it
tin of
was
cat
the
food.
Final episode
The tongue
before
is
the
a fish.
finale.
Everyone's talking at once!
Sorry. I don't like that.
Gar,
Cats.
Emily,
I just said the tongue on it was a fish.
Fucking creepy. Lane.
I was just saying it was funny that it was just a tin of cat food.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What the hell?
But yeah, so Yodana shows up to wreck the
Sorry
art
for the pun.
that Jewel and Carantula were doing. And Carantula gives this amazing speech about having pride as a tamer, and then immediately fucking bails. Oh, that was amazing and then hilarious. But in doing so, he taught the spell to Jewel that, like, turns off the spell. So, like, they're still cat people a little bit, but they have their free will back. And then somehow Jewel is able to do the same spell to Sayo and Senna.
It's just sort of clapping in their face.
Yeah, and then we get the fucking cat roll call, where only red, blue, and or red, green, and pink have, like, this modified cat roll call.
Kira Meowcher.
Kiramager. And then, like, immediately afterwards, the blue and yellows are like, oh, I guess we should act like cats too, just to be consistent with the episode. And I'm like, so why didn't you do that earlier? So all 5 of you did the cat roll call.
Nah.
That would have been way more committing to the bit.
I don't know why, but it really killed me during Senna's part of the roll call, and you just saw fucking Mock just drive by, just you know, cat ears
Also,
on.
the
That fucking
cheats have
killed
cat
me.
ears too, yeah.
Oh my god, they went.
But
That was great.
But again, you have the B plot of the episode, which makes you really feel sorry for Crunchula.
Yeah.
So, like, I can relate with him. Just on the bit of, we are both creative people, and we do creative things as our job. But when work interferes with the thing that you love, you start to hate it.
Yep.
A lot.
Yeah.
So, for instance,
YouTubers.
Tarantula is an artist, and he mentions that, like, in this episode, I am an artist first, I am a creator first, over being a general in the invasion. But Yodana doesn't see it that way.
No, bitch,
like,
get back to work!
Exactly.
Whip! Literal whip!
I don't care about your creative points, just get it done. In which I can feel that. Sometimes I get assignments that I don't want to work on, but I have no choice. It's my job.
Yep. Just like how YouTubers have to do things they don't like, play games they don't like, do brand deals.
Talk about movies they don't like. Talk about I don't like Ultraman. I'm joking.
Oh my god, secret revealed!
That'd be the greatest fucking joke of all time. Just, oh no, I hate Ultraman.
I just wanted to be different.
No.
But then, like, you know, Carantula got to spend some time by himself.
Just having fun.
And just to have fun and be creative without, like, you know, what's it for? It's for nothing. It's just to have fun.
For funsies.
It's for funsy. And he starts to learn that, like, I like this. I remember why I actually enjoy this.
It was really heartwarming to see, actually.
And then he gets assassinated.
Yeah, and he just gets murdered.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Emperor
it's
Yodon's
like-
like, alright, you don't want to work for me anymore? Consider this your ultimate retirement. Dead.
And then you just see Crunchula just like fall into the water, and it's like, oh.
It's like, oh, you feel sorry for him, because it's like, he finally gets to...
Damn it, he was finally a character!
He finally like, let's be real here, Crunchula throughout the show can just be written off as comic relief villain.
Yeah.
However, just,
Yep.
you know, a lot of people just talk down to him because it's like, shut up.
Shut up and make my monster.
Yeah, shut up and make a monster. But this is the episode where he actually gets to stand up for himself. He's sick of being belittled. And what does he get for it?
Murdered.
Murdered.
I 100% thought he was permadead and was really upset, and then...
Oh, I thought it was the end of him too.
And this is the second time we thought that, so is there going to be a third where he actually dies?
Rule of 3. The rule of 3. He's probably going to get... he's probably going to get one more fake out.
Yeah, but as the ending plays, we see that Garza fishes him out and saves him because he has a mission for him.
Yeah, more on that in the finale.
Well, more of that in the next episode.
Well, more on the whole concept of Garza and Tarantula in the finale. But that was an overall pretty good final episode for it having to be the last story-focused episode, plus lead into the finale, plus be a character episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a funny sort of with the kind of stuff that some filler episodes have, but then it also had character development.
This show is amazing at making episodes that have a good amount of both stupid comedy nonsense and surprising character depth.
And speaking of character depth, I guess we should start with episode 42, or as I like to call it, part 1 to the Kiramager finale.
It definitely feels like that.
And we get this cute little baby. Look at the cute little guy.
And of course, everyone assumes that it's young King Aladdin.
Yeah, because he draws stuff. Like he says Kieran McKean. He drew this cute little photo of him being the winner.
The tornado screw crush. And then, surprise, surprise, we find out that was Baby Garza!
So I'm like, wait.
How did he turn black?
Yeah, why did he turn purple then?
So, while in the world, or in the dream state, there is this shadowy figure.
Is there?
Look at the screen.
Oh.
There, Jewel does see some sort of shadow figure in the hallway. So now I'm sort of thinking maybe Garza got corrupted.
Maybe.
Or maybe this is just sort of a vision of what is to come.
So what? He went down for breakfast one morning with Aladdin and them, and it's just like, oh hey Aladdin, hey Garza. Wait, why are you purple? What?
It's a phase. It's gonna pass.
But then again,
it's a phase, bro.
You know what?
It's his goth face.
It has been 42 episodes, and I'm actually surprised none of us at this point has questioned. Wait, why is he purple?
No, you know what it is? I think none of us just wanted to be heard saying, "Why is he black?"
Yeah,
Let's be real.
No. Well, it's like looking at Scar and Mufasa. It's just like, hey, why is Scar a black-maned lion, but Mufasa's this red-maned lion?
Right.
I don't know, because
and you know this is an important
gravity and shit.
And you know this is an important episode because we actually see Jewel at school for a change.
Oh my goodness, he's at school with his beloved friend that I don't remember, but look at that oofus.
Kakihara is her name.
That's her name.
No, and
she goes through the whole, he and I aren't dating, Baka!
No, and it's cute too, because you think her two friends are kind of making fun of her, but no, they just think it's adorable.
She doesn't see it that way though.
No, because she gives them the tickets, or gives her the tickets, or whatever, and then you just see them they're leaving, but then they just sit back down again. They're looking at them "Aw, it's adorable."
No, I know, and that's the way it is. But she just thinks that they're making fun of her. That's why she's all ooh woo about it.
And here's something.
Go on, just give
you first.
I'm giving you an extra ticket. It's like giving you an extra ticket, and then she's just like, "Yes, knuck that shit."
But this sort of makes me question a big thing about Kiramager. So, Jewel's in high school. Yep. And a lot of the other Kiramagers are essentially adults. Young adults with their own lives.
Yep.
I'm actually sort of glad that they show that Jewel has friends in the school.
Not just the Kiramager.
I mean, honestly, can we even call them his friends?
Well,
he doesn't hang out with them, not that we've seen.
Well, I would presume that they are.
I think they're Kakihara's friends.
They're in quote unquote school friends. They're the people that you see at school, but you don't.
Classmates.
Okay, yeah. Classmates.
Also, okay, I may sound stupid for finally realizing this, but when I saw Jules' sketchbook. Like when we talked about like the sketchbooks that you could order, I thought they were just Kiramager themed sketchbooks, but it's like no, you actually got like Jules' sketchbook he draws in.
Oh yeah,
So,
it's the actual sketchbook, and then
so
it's just others
we
in the same sketchbook but with different colors.
yeah. So Emily, we technically got you as a gift Jules' actual sketchbook.
I know it's. I still like. I'm just like, you guys didn't need to get me anything, and I'm sort of like, what do I even do? But it was very nice
Well,
of you.
whenever you can get it, it's ready for you. So
But I want to give you guys something.
Yeah.
no, that's fine.
But to quickly go back to the
I
Jewel
will
thing,
though. I'm going to.
Okay.
When you least
but
expect it.
to go back to the Jewel thing, it does make me sad to think, like, when this is all over, is Jewel actually going to still be friends with the other Kiramagers?
I'm sure they will.
Or is it going to be a thing where, like, are they just never gonna, like, they'll see each other once in a while, but then
Of course they're going to see each other again in the crossover movies.
if we do get a crossover movie. Like, it's just that weird thing of, like, they all live their own separate lives, and once the battle is over, it's that weird thing in the back of my head of, like, how much you want to bet Jules probably going to go to the hospital, see Senna, or see Sayo, probably chat with her for, like, an hour while he gets a checkup or something, and then he doesn't see her for, like, another 3 months or something.
Maybe.
Or like they hear Tommy Tomo on the news, and then that's pretty much it. He doesn't chat with them because he's too busy. Senna probably does one thing. Shigeru's probably gonna go to America to go film a movie. Takamichi.
So it's gonna be the ending of Doremi.
Are you projecting your worries about the fact that some of us have gone separate ways in our actual lives into this show?
Maybe.
Aww.
Aww.
Baka.
Don't worry, guys. You'll see me again. Don't worry.
But meanwhile, over on the Yodan side of things, Garza talks to Yodan and invites Yodan to let him replace Chatham. So it looks like,
I can't believe that he was a one episode only thing.
Yeah. But he's like, let me become your missing mask so I can, like, gain power by fusing with you.
Which, I'm sorry, that is fucking disturbing.
Yeah.
Like, his subconscious is just red emptiness.
For a big bad evil dude, yeah. I actually
Like
it was really cool how we got to see, like, the inside of his consciousness, and it's just a fucking solid red background. It looked like a fucking Persona 5 thing.
No, but I saw that. I saw him sitting on the throne. I saw the red room, and all I'm thinking about is Last Jedi, just like Snoke's throne room, and then just Snoke getting fucking chopped in half.
That kind of happened.
This is Last Jedi. But no, like Garza commits himself like to and I'm just sitting there like I'm like really, and then I'm like sitting there like no, he's up to something. I know Garza.
No,
seeing
as we had seen him talk to Tarantula about needing him to do something at the end of the previous episode, I immediately knew that Garza was just making a ploy to take over Yodan.
He made him a bomb.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that Tarantula would be in on it.
But yeah, so Garza fuses into Yodan's consciousness, and then Tarantula hucks this fucking bomb at him when Yodan appears in the city, and basically they murder Yodan and Garza takes it over.
Yeah.
And then he turns giant, and all I could think was, now he's Garzilla.
That's why I said as well, I'm like, he has truly become Garzilla.
And then we get his super form, Lord Garza.
Which just is gold, by the way.
Yeah, and he's got a fucking chainsaw sword.
His head looks like Rakusho's.
A little bit.
So
I want the thumbnail.
And he's Garzilla.
I want part of the thumbnail to just be Lord Garza with Rakusho's head.
All right.
Yay!
What I'm saying.
Sorry, say again?
He's gold, he's Garzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck!
You didn't notice that?
No, I didn't click it until Emily said it! Damn!
There's you.
It was me!
It was me. I love the fucking chainsaw sword. It totally screams Haseo from .xgu.
He also has Wolverine claws.
Yep.
I like
Yes.
chainsaw swords.
But yeah, they're like,
They're
they all
practical.
see that and they're like, shit.
Oh yeah, and he's also spitting out this black smoke that's turning everyone into fucking zombies.
It just,
So
Yeah, I was
also-
wondering what that was meant to be. Like was it a
pollution.
reference?
Yeah.
But just,
But why were they saying mud?
well, it's got
Like the
mud
word mud.
pollution.
Different subtitles.
Yeah. But just
Oh, I guess.
look at these
That makes
shots. Like, that is just one of them.
I love it. They're just standing there. Fuck.
And then there's just this shot here. Whoever, like, they were going all out with the VFX.
Oh yeah.
Like, because that looks. This is what I want to see for Sentai going forward.
Oh yeah.
A good,
just, like,
a good blend of, like, you can have your miniature sets like this. Like, I took a bunch of screenshots. Like, here's this one with them confronting Lord Garza. I like how the build, like, essentially those are real buildings.
I love it. The first thing they do when they see Garza's new form is throw their weakest Megazord Hisatsu at it.
Well, they
Oh no, it didn't work!
well, they tried to throw Zabune at it, but then, you know, nope.
Yep.
So there goes
I
Zabune
was-
for the finale at this moment.
I love that Jewel
I was
fanboys.
surprised that they actually flew out of the Megazord. Remember
Yeah.
that ever happened.
yeah, I felt that was kind of not necessary for Jewel to like fanboy like that. I was like, what the fuck did that come from?
He appreciates a good suit.
He's like, all right, I was not expecting that.
Like, I like Lord Garza's suit, but it bothers me that he has a silver head and then a gold body.
I still like his first form better, but this is cool.
I need someone to Photoshop me Lord Garza in either all silver or all gold.
I can do that. Just send me an email, so I'll do it tomorrow.
His head
Yeah.
his head's like a deformed moon.
Yeah. Just like his helmet from his first form.
Yeah, like how it's like the crescent moon.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Garza proceeds to throw a Master Ball at Aladdin.
Yeah, and he captures him, so great. 2 Megazords down. Kiramazing's down. Oh shit, all we have are the auxiliary Zords and
Driller.
Driller.
kind
Good
of
old.
On a scale
Good
from
old
1 to
Driller.
fuck, how fucked are we?
Fucked without the D.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Just an E.
But yeah, that's when, that's when Jewel finds out. It's like, alright, because Aladdin hypes up of like,
Yeah, the
alright,
fucking
I
shot
have
at
a
the end with
secret
Jules
move.
screaming where they just awkwardly cut in.
They just
And then invert it.
inverted the colors. Yeah,
It's
that
just-
looked like a parody of something.
Well, it's
It looked
because
like-
his life is shattered because he's been thinking the entire day, oh, Aladdin's been telling us, oh, he has this really cool, awesome move that he's going to show us. Okay, wait, it's not the move that I'm thinking of. Wait, why did I see Garza as a kid?
Yeah, and Garza's like, how the fuck did you know that move?
Now I'm thinking, maybe that's why Garza hates Jewel.
So the moral of the story
They were
is
so
Garza,
much... like,
Garza wasn't always black.
maybe it's a thing of like, this is what Garza wanted to do, but
This is what he became.
like someone down the, because there's always someone that affects your life. It'll probably be Aladdin. It'll probably be revealed that Aladdin's actually the big bully.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when the shadow came down, was that it would turn out that that was
Maybe
Aladdin.
him.
who was
Like he's just jealous.
a
Maybe.
mean big brother. But he's gotten better over time, except but Garza's gotten worse.
I don't know. We'll
I
just
don't
have to
know.
wait
I'm
and see.
sorry. I don't know anything. I'm sorry.
Then
That's
again, we
okay.
got 3 parts left. And you also have to remember, Garza's the younger brother.
Yep.
Where what if that is the big thing? That, like, Garza's not just evil, but, like, it is a jealous thing.
He went bad because he was mistreated by Aladdin.
Yeah.
That could be it.
How fucking 180 would that be?
I can see that happening. We'll have to see. Next week we get the showdown with Garza,
Yeah, because...
Yep.
or at least part of it.
Yeah, at least a part of it, because we know... because the after credit...
Oh yeah, and Silver
the
tied up
ending-
Tarantula.
Yeah, he captured Tarantula, and in the preview it shows them using Tarantula to get to Jotunheim.
Yep.
My last note that I put down on the episode was I'm going to miss Kiramager.
Yeah, this has been an amazing show.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest thing, this episode wasn't even written by the head writer. No, it was written by one of the other writers who did episode 0.
Oh, alright.
So I'm not sure.
That's why we got to see the high school.
Yeah, that's why we saw the high school. And she also wrote episode 20, which also featured. That's probably just her onos.
Yeah.
This is my
She
OC,
really wants
don't
to
steal.
feature the high school bit, which is none of the show did otherwise.
My OC, don't steal.
Yeah. Alright, well, that has been Castranger.
Woo.
Oh yeah.
Good episodes.
Very.
And so...
Yeah.
I think so. Sorry.
No, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, just briefly go over it. Saber was pretty decent, but I've just come to terms that I'm more of a person that binge watches Kamen Rider.
Let's put it this way. At least 3 times while Gar and I were watching Saber, I turned to him and went, "Remember when the show used to be good?"
Yeah,
Aw,
because it's just like
Because
the show is hard to watch for me when I have to watch it week to week when nothing happens.
the episode 21 was so good until Psycho showed up. Can we go back to that, please?
No, I love Psycho. He's great.
Anyway, I hope we get through this whole deception bullshit real soon. It seems like we're probably going to be getting them back one by one, and then we can get back to the important shit.
Yes.
We'll probably
Wouldn't
get the
fight anymore.
primitive stuff, and then they'll fight it out more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
Kiramager, man, it just damn did that hit the wall. Like it hit the wall running.
Like a cat bouncing off a wall.
Cats don't bounce.
Maybe not yours. Alright. Jikai, Radio Sentai Castranger. Next week we're going to be talking about the Pretty Deno Tanjo special.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Because I couldn't
gonna be
think
fun.
of anything else. Which I may be on, I may not be on. I'm heading out next week.
Gar's moving back to Dunville.
Oh, no! No, don't joke about that.
No! God, no!
No. I'll be here, though.
Yeah.
So if you don't hear from me, but I may record something for Ichi to put, like, here are my thoughts on Kiramager this week.
I am definitely not being held hostage.
I'm definitely not being held hostage. I'm definitely not.
Save me! Just starts blinking a lot.
No.
Gar, it's an audio show.
I am definitely not. Hey, don't put that muzzle of the gun in my back.
There's definitely not a brand in my back.
Hey, put your seatbelt back on. No.
Anyways,
Anyways,
as usual, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there you can find our Facebook page where I post thumbnails, our Twitter account, our Patreon where you can pledge to help us make the show better, our Discord server where you can not only listen to the show live, but chat with all these fun people that have been here in our chat tonight.
we have had some new members.
Yeah, some new people showing up recently, and we love everyone, unless you're an asshole.
Especially me.
You're not new.
Like,
No,
you're
but I
not.
mean, especially me. I love them the most.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, because I was like you're like rarely on the podcast, or rarely on the Discord.
You're early on the podcast.
No, he's on
Yeah,
the
no,
podcast a lot.
Yeah.
I forget Discord's a thing.
And our merchandise store is on the website too, where you can buy Castranger emblem shirts and office supplies and onesies and masks and whatever.
Are they all
Yeah.
outdated now, though?
Not necessarily.
No.
No.
We may not have a pink caster, but you could buy the pink caster one and pretend that you're pink caster now.
Ichi, would you hate it if I went back to being yellow caster for Zenkaiger?
Not really.
I need to find.
This means a new roll call.
I also need to update my name because I think in the roll call it's still Garza.
It is.
hate
I
you.
hated you for doing that. I
need
hated
to
it.
change it. I need to change it to Robole in the roll call.
Yeah, now that we're all in new houses, new roll calls are due.
That would be cool. We could.
How
do some
about
new
when
background
Zenkaiger
music.
premieres? That will be when the new opening.
I mean, our show did start when episode 3 of Sentai happened, so it would be the good time to quote-unquote start a new season of Castranger.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're on like what, season 7 now?
7, I think.
We're going on to season 8.
Something like that.
Damn.
Cool. Well, that'll be happening soon, but until then, thank you all for listening and watching and liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, and being awesome.
Well, that's right. Tommy dyed his hair. Damn it, you can't see it in the photo. He dyed his hair.
Oh, it's still cut off.
Oh.
Yeah, Tommy Tomo dyed his hair darker. Oh yeah, it hasn't been that long.
Go home.
Castranger memes. I am home.
Damn it, I have to walk all the way.
Now you're not home.
Damn it, I can't just walk into the other room because that's the wash.
Yeah.
I'm home.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
bye.
Alright, thank you all again. See you next week.
Stay
Thanks
safe.
for listening.
Brush your teeth.
Yes.
Eat your
Yes,
vegetables.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay.
Please support the official release of none of these shows that we talk about.
Alright, bye.